this is Cuberized, and welcome to my Craftoria Let's Play. Well, at the end of the last episode, which was episode 50, it was a big one where I finished Just Dire Things and got the completionist trophy for that mod. Very excited about that. Well, I'm now here in the end, and I want to show you a couple of things that we made last time, a kind of a little demo. I am here, I had a waypoint, so I'm just here. So we have an expanse here that that I need to cross, because hypothetically I want to go over here and check out this end city and airship. So let's take a look at the map here. So I'm here. This might be a little closer, but the point is that there's a big gap. Even if there's a little gap, there's a gap. So in fact, let's go to the shorter side here. Just down here a little bit. So the point is there's multiple ways to get across this, and with some of the items we made last time, I kind of want to go through what those options are. Okay, so this is not too bad. You're not looking straight down into the void. At least you can see where you want to go. It's not too many blocks away. In fact, I will get here. So the first option is the old-fashioned way, which is I grab a bunch of blocks and sneak and place them straight across. In the good old days before a lot of other things, that's how you got across if you wanted to go from here to here. I do have the bridge staff. Now the way this guy works, and you've probably seen it before, is I right shift and hold to create the starting point, and then I send it out and it makes a bridge. This is very handy to get across, areas like this. You can also go upwards if you want to make a staircase up or down. So to illustrate that, let me show you how to go down. So let's say I wanted to go down. Probably not the best one. Hold on, let me do it from here. Let's say I wanted to go from here down to there. There, it makes a staircase down. Sometimes it is not a step down every time. It figures it out. But going up or down, it may be one block, it could be several, depending on how steep the incline is. So if I wanted to go, I don't want to get too close, but let's say I wanted to go from here way down to there. Yeah, it's a big drop. So it's not one block. And the other thing is that the bridge will eventually disappear. I think you can only have, I've seen it with multiples up at a time, 2 or 3. But generally, if you try to make the fourth, the first one will disappear. It just is the amount of time involved. So this one will probably disappear. There it goes. Perfect, perfect timing. So if you do make a bridge and you want it to last, when you make it, what you can do is place blocks on top of it as you go across. So you just place, say I'm going to use cobblestone. I place cobblestone here and here and here and go all the way across, and now I have a permanent bridge. And so when my orangish colored bridge disappears, I will have made a bridge across. Okay, so that's 2 ways to get across, plus making a temporary bridge into a more permanent one, like you would with the old-fashioned kind where you're, crouching and placing blocks. Alright, so now the fun stuff. We have this. And I don't know if I have these actually set up yet, so let me go and take a look at keybinds first here. And I need to go down to Just Dire Things, which has its own section. These should be alphabetically. It has a few up front that are just generic categories for the base game, and then it goes into specific mods. And the mods should be alphabetical. And so I just need to go down to Just. So excuse me while I scroll down. I'm in Iron. Getting warmer. There's Jade, and Just Dire Things is not here. Why is Just Dire Things not here? Is there no... There is no entry for Just Dire Things. Okay. Then there's no specific binds for it. Okay. Well, there we go. So I have not tried this yet, so we're gonna... There I am. I was gonna say we're gonna try it first. So to see how this works, if you, for me, it's the G on the keyboard, the G key. G is in George, or go, I guess is probably easier. So this thing will allow you to essentially teleport. So this is me. Now if you can see the shadow of me over here, and that's me without armor. And I believe it's a right click. Yeah. And I just went across. And I go back. And it, again, so I can do it repeated times, pop around. Oops, that's something else entirely. So, but that's how you do it, is you follow your shadow, essentially. So I'm going to try to put myself right in that corner. And I'm right in that corner. Very handy way to get across this. Now, clearly it has limitations. Let's see how far out it'll go. I feel like I'm floating over here. But here I can actually get to ground. Let's see. I feel like I'm kind of at the edge here. Yeah, it was close. Yeah, I feel like that's probably the distance that one can traverse, which, you know, it's not bad. So from where I'm at to here. Yeah. Right to the edge. Obviously, if I misdo it, if I do it here, clearly I would fall into the void, and I really don't want to do that. So that's another way to get across the expanse. Again, you also can go up, so let's go over here first. And let's demo the let's going up part. And again, I have to watch out because otherwise I'd be right over, be basically pointing myself straight up, which is not exactly what I want to do, but I think, yeah, I don't know that I can get over, I think that, okay, I made it. So I'm up on the roof. I think part of it is you have to have line of sight. So now I'm up higher. And yeah, I have to be careful because I have to have line of sight. Yeah, so yeah. So you can in a way, if you can see it, so I can go over here. And then I can go back. Let's see if I can get myself. Yep, got myself right on top of the post here. So it is a way definitely to get yourself around. And let's see if I can get myself. Again, the problem is yeah, excuse me a second. Yeah, I'm trying to have a Trying to make a video. Now I'm floating. It's not necessarily a bad thing. So if you're floating, falling, you can get yourself teleported out of the way so that you don't run into a problem. So that's how you can jump around with this. This does not use any energy at all. This does, and I'm keeping it powered using the pocket generator. Because you can see it's full of energy right now, and it's the pocket generator that's keeping it that way. Alright, so the portal gun. I'm going to wait until I can, you know, get down from here. I'm going to go back across to demo this so I'm not getting attacked. Why does that seem so far? That's not the... Am I... Yeah, that's not even the right side of the building. Okay, let me go over here. Yes, 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 I'm running. That's where I need to be. Because that's where my portal is next to that end portal. Okay. Safely over here. Perfect. All right. So, if you have energy, this works. If you don't have energy, this works. And if you want something different, this takes energy as well, but this works a little differently. So I'm going to create a portal. I right click. I've created a portal. Now I'm going to left click and it shoots a thing, and I've got the other portal there. This has a yellow border. That has a blue border. So I can go in and step out. And it's still over there, so I can go back. Wait, it did not. Hold on. There. Because it's flat versus upright, there it is. So as long as you have one yellow framed and one blue frame, you can go back and forth. So now that I'm through the blue, I can see if I can make a yellow one. Let's see. Okay, it's there. Let me come back here. I lost my portal. Oh, I think it just makes a whole new pair. Okay, well, we'll make a whole new pair. And I'm up here now. So it's targeted, but again, you've got that advantage where you can here. I don't have to put it on a wall, it just makes the whole process easier. Gonna fall here. Let's put it there. I think I'm going to be stepping out and falling. Let's see. Yep. Because it's above me. I was hoping to aim it here. Okay, let's take a ride up here. See, it's still there. Yeah, hit me. I'm just gonna ride up and we're just gonna make another portal. I shouldn't need to, but let's make a portal. Oops. I have no idea where that's gonna go. No, I'm going... Okay, I got another chance at it. It's... there. It's actually not the worst portal. I was hoping to do it on a flatter surface. Okay. Yeah, how about there? That's nice. Okay, now if I can get them to stop attacking me. And I'm right up here. And now I'm back. Okay, so I have to kind of be careful not to jump through there again. But it's a nice way to get around, and there we go. Oops. Oops. No, 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 no. No. Oops, I just went through the portal. Okay. Now I'm through the portal. Alright. So I'm over here on the airship. So this is just another way, again, to get around. And this actually launches a projectile. So it's a little... It's not a... Yeah, it's just a little different. But it does take... let's see if we can go up. It's a right click and a left click, and I don't think I hit anything. I'm not sure how far it'll go either. I might not be getting... Oh, my aim is not great as I'm floating either. Yeah, I think it might be too far. And yeah, so I'm back. So it's, let's see if I'm closer now. I can do it. Nope. Yeah, just too far away. So that is how the portal gun works. So that is some exciting ways to get around. And with that, I'm going to go home. Oops, I need to home it here, because now I'm way too high and in the end. So those are some fun things. The other thing that I made that is somewhere, which is working, is this. So I did confirm that this is my portable storage terminal, which is connected there, so I can actually see everything in my inventory. Which is if it's in this system. Now, if I haven't put these containers or the backpacks or anything else in there, but I can to get it all together. And yeah, like if I wanted to set up this ours, I'd either have to include these barrels in my system or move the contents in the system. Either way. So all of that is working. It's all very fun, and it's very, very useful. So just different ways to get around. And of course, with teleporting around, you've got your Waystones. You've got the warp scroll, which you can set a location and then return. The disadvantage with that is the scroll disappears. So it's a one-time use. But can be very handy if you don't have a Waystone. The Hearthstone will bring you home. And if we can get an energized one, which I have not tried to do yet, I think you can set any location. It's the gadgets. Yeah. Yeah, so this one will do any location. I don't have this one yet. This one will bring you to your spawn point. So, essentially doing a home. And yeah, the other fun gizmos we have, the escape rope will take you, so if you're lost in a cave system, this will take you straight up and out without bringing you home. It'll just take you right to the opening at the top. So if you're splunking and mining and you've gotten turned around and don't know how to get out, but you still want to continue on in the same area that you're at, you just want to be on the surface, this is great. Yeah, so these are very fun to have. And then also I have the Infernal tier, and I went over how to make adjustments to what it can consume. But I can use this to consume blocks like netherrack. So it's very handy to have in the nether, so it will consume as you're mining if you have it turned on. And this will actually allow for duplication, and it's charged by either redstone or glowstone or their respective blocks. And not everything is included in this, obviously, but it does do certain things that are helpful. Most of the stuff it does, you don't really need at the level you can actually craft it, unless you just don't want to go out and get sandstone. But you know, most of this stuff is fairly basic to get. It's really handy for things like diamonds, emeralds, if you're not trading with villagers. The most important thing, obviously, is the nether star. So you can actually make, as long as you have one, you can make more. Same thing with diamond. You have one, you make more. And emerald works the same way. So if you're running low on diamonds and you have a lot of redstone or glowstone, with this you just make more. So it's a handy thing to have. And also helps with inventory issues because you don't actually have to go out and mine and have a lot of emeralds. You can actually create the emeralds as you need them, which is helpful. Alright, so we are taking a look at the quest book. The one thing I haven't made, well, I haven't made a lot of things, but I think we may need to get into applied energistics because my storage is full. Go figure. I pick up everything. Of course it's full. So this might be a thing to get into. And again, we also talked about getting into some of the magic. And there's also, you know, other tech stuff we can get into. So I think possibly next is going to be more mechanism and so we can work on actually upping our ore processing and getting our machines, as well as, since Just Dire Things is actually completed, which is very exciting, getting some work in on some magic. And then, yeah, getting the applied energistics. So, I'm going to work on that. In the meantime, let's actually try to set up some of our stuff that we've gathered, our magic stuff, down in the magic area. So I'm going to take this. I don't know if I need all of this, but we're going to take this and oh yeah, these are actually not. This is that's the source berry. This is something else. Cake with a candle. That's not something I want. And then there. Oh, actually, this I do want. I want that. Okay. And I don't even know what's in these, which is a little concerning. Oh, these are empty. This is good. Empty is good. Okay, so I have a waypoint. I think I called it alchemy. I did, because originally that's what it was going to be, was just alchemy. And I put up some vines to give light so I could take the torches down. And they're kind of, I literally just put them up where there were no cherry leaves, cherry blossom leaves, along the walls. And then I also set up this area here for enchanting, and that actually reminds me, let me go back home and let me pick up the, where's it at? Oh, maybe I don't have it here. I may still have it over, let's look at Pocket. I may still have it over at the old base, so let's go to the old base. Way back in the early episodes, I still have my skeletal horses. I made an area for, nothing fancy, but an area for magic. And there it is. So I'm going to go ahead and put all this stuff, oops, not that. And this, do I still have the, yeah I do. Let me get that back out. I don't have, I guess I don't. Huh. Okay. Do I have glowstone? Oh, wrong container. Okay. Let me grab this. So the idea behind the pocket enchantment table is that you just hold it and you walk up around books and ta-da, you have enchanting. So I will, you know what I can use is I can use this because it has silk touch. And I'll break that. I can break these. And let me go into something that's a little bit more efficient. So that's done. Here's even more. I don't think I have any of these charged with... I don't. Okay. So none of these are primed with blaze powder, so I don't have to worry about necessarily losing anything. Put that, clear that out. Now this, let me get this out of the way, and I think the reason I'm having something fly at me is I think my chicken thing is full. Yep, it is. Let me put those in here. Sounds like eggs popping. Alright, that'll be okay for now. So this is Iron Spell, so this is the scroll forge where you make your own scrolls, and this is the Arcane Anvil. So these I also want to move. And this is the desk. This is all of, well I shouldn't say all of, it's a lot of potions and things. And here's some of that stuff. So I think we're good here. That's the mat. This is where I have the bees set up, but unfortunately I have no bees. So we're just gonna... Yeah, I don't want to do that. Okay. And then I think I have one sapling. Yeah, I have one sapling there, which isn't going to do me a lot of good. This soul snad is just amazing because you get practically, you know, insta growth here. And yeah, this stuff is good too. All right. I think I'm going to have to move the villagers too. But let's head back. Okay, so I have still trying to level up my other ham, which is going slowly. Alright, so I've got all of that. This I can, I guess, place there for no particular reason. Alright. I think, yeah, let's go down to the magic level. So I've been trying to spruce this up loosely by trying to get rid of the torches. And again, I've got this over here. And then, okay, that's not as cool as I thought it was going to be. I'm not sure if I like these. But again, I was trying to put some vines in the alcoves to try to brighten things up. These, unfortunately, because they're candles, they're not that great. They're pretty, but and they add some flair to the rooms, but yeah, not awesome. Okay, so yeah, no, not 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 liking this at all. All right, so I'm going to try to I'm going to need probably more room. There's a staircase here that goes up, and there's a staircase over there that goes down. So there's limits to the space I have on this level. I've tried to widen up this a little bit to give a little bit more room. Haven't done much with that or this, but I still have spawners covered with dirt or sand or some other block, so I'm still trying to clear those out of the base. But I think this is going to be a good spot, at least for now, to try to get going with various magic things. The Theurgy doesn't take a lot of room, but occultism does, because you have to create these designs. Let's go with designs on the ground or on a whatever floor, ground, something, and each one. I mean, the first one isn't tiny, and they just keep getting bigger and bigger. So, and you want them all. I mean, you're not. It's not like you're done with one and you move on to the next. You may have to go back and reuse these. So this is going to need some careful thought because it's going to need a lot of room. Ours needs room just to do things like having the plantings and the other things. And iron spells, I don't know enough about to know how much room it's going to need. Now, we have gone through and done most of this here. I think we have enough now that we've gone to the deep dark to do this progression and get to these. But we'll have to see. This one is a rod o' lightning, which I'm still not sure how to get that or craft that. So, yeah, not sure. Which I will have to check into because until I get that, I can't progress that particular path. So, let's, since I don't think I'm going to need a lot for iron, spells and spell books. Let's do that. Let's do it in here where there's a lot of light. So what I do have from Iron Spells and Spellbooks, which we already talked about, is I've got the table. So in fact, if we do this, let's do iron. So there's a lot of scrolls, and there's, you know, runes and other things, and there's armor of various kinds. But there aren't a lot of, you know, blocks per se. So I don't think it's going to be a truly heavy magic mod, or space mod, where I need a lot of, which way do I have to go with this? There it is. Is it facing forward? Yes, it is. Okay, so we have the table up. And this is the spell book I am currently using. With that in mind, let me actually go back and get the one I just found. So there are, I think I put it in here. Yes, I found this one. And if I do iron here, which I don't actually need to do here, I can actually do it remotely, but I'm here. I think, actually I think I can get rid of all of these. Okay, so there's different spell books. This one has 10 slots. The one I have has 8. I already have several of those I picked up. There's the rotten one, which has 8. Sorry, this is the one I actually already have. So I don't know if there's... And these are all the spells. Plus there's ink. Okay. The reason I wanted to show you this one is that this is an Rs spellbook, which I didn't know could actually happen, but it has an empty socket. The problem is that it gives you a negative spell resistance, but it, yeah. So let's compare it to what I already have. So if we look, first, let's get rid of these. Already learned. And again, if you have these on a server, you can give them to a friend. If you already learned it and you don't need them anymore. Okay, so, oh, back here. So my spell book is here, and the inscribed spells are the ones I put in using the table. And I have 5 slots, so it's a minus 15 spell resistance and plus 100 mana. So this does the same, but it also does a cast time reduction that this one doesn't have. And it has a why did this look like it had, maybe I can't, yeah, it has an empty socket as well. So if I go and look at just what I have with me, depending on which one I look at, there's probably only going to be a handful that actually work in with spell books. Oh, there's one. Stabs or spell books plus 30 mana. So that is, in fact, let's do hashtag. That's not really working here. Okay, not the way I want. Alright, well, I was hoping for something, but no. Alright, but the point is that, so this will be better than what I have once I put, well, it's better right now because of reduction in casting time. The moment I actually put something in the socket that's beneficial, then that'll be, here's Eldritch Spell Power, Ice Spell Power, 2% Spell Power. So when and if you specialize, and you come up with a book like this with an empty socket, you can look for a gem that actually helps that particular spell power. I haven't picked one yet, and I probably should. I happen to like ice a lot, but I haven't really tried much of anything else. So that's something I will have to figure out what I want to do with. But until then, with all the other spell books, not finding the ones I want. I do have all of these, and I'm finding so many of these because I have a blaze spawner in my mob spawning room. So I can actually grab a few of these. So let's go play with this. So also here, let me put down the couple of other things that I picked up from my mage area. So this is the scroll forge, so this is where we can actually create our scrolls. And yeah, I guess I can put it there. Lots of purple. So if I wanted to, let's say I didn't have this, so what I can do with this is we can actually, if I do this, let me do this, and let's put in, let's see what spells I have on me here. These are actually the coloring denotes what it is. So fire are the red with the gold, and blood is this darker color with the, it's almost like a dark gray with the red lettering. Ender is this purpley color. Yeah, so so if you look at them, you can easily tell, hey, these are all fire. So if I wanted to, I can actually put, oh, I need, yeah, I need to click. I can actually put all of my fire spells, and this is not, I don't think, all of them, but these are the ones I had on hand, into, this should be, I think, the same as that. Now that's Scorch. What is this? Blaze Storm. Blaze Storm, yeah. So you can only put one in the book. If you have another one that's at a different level, it won't go in. So it actually, it'll kick, it keeps this higher one in there. If I didn't have this one in here and I take this one out, I could put this one in. But Blaze Storm, you get whatever level in there. So if I try to put this one in, then it won't go in. So it's good to check it out which level you're putting in the book, because you may want the third, but you might want the first. So, and there you go. Now we have an assortment of each one. Yeah, and if you want to do, I mean, having these books keeps things a bit more organized, and you could actually create a bookshelf and have like the level 1 fires in one, and then, you know, if you have level 2s in another, and literally stack them up so you can find them and they wouldn't be taking up inventory, and they could be decorative. So I don't know if I have an actual bookcase anywhere, but let's take a look. Where did I put my... I put it back where it belongs. Lovely. So if I look for book spelled with 2 O's and not 2 B's, yeah, I don't know that I have any shelving. What are our options here? I thought I picked up some. Let me actually look for shelf. Nope. Nope. Because I don't want... what I want is something where I can place books, and I thought I picked up empty bookshelf. No, it's not. I mean, it's decorative. It's not functional. And this is not a good sign that this stuff is not rendering in some way. What would we call it if we didn't call it a shelf? Or a book? Let's see, I didn't want Minecraft, I wanted M-A, or is it MC? MC? Yeah, it's Macaw's. It's M-A-C. Okay, let's see if we have anything here. Again, what I'm trying to do is just find something that I can not seeing anything. Pretty colored blocks, but not what I was looking for. Alright, well, I will figure that out. The idea being is that it would be nice to have these on display. I don't think it would be that easy that it would be display. The pedestals, yes, but that only does one. Table, I think, only does one. Oops. A single item, right? Yeah, so not exactly what I'm looking for. Display stand. Yeah, no, that's not what I want. Well, I will find something. The idea being is it's a nice way to get all of the scrolls out of my inventory, out of my storage, freeing up storage, and then also having them readily accessible and organized, and it gives me a better sense of what level I have of all these different spells. And in terms of spells, speaking of which, yeah, I got through all of this. Oh, I have points. Let me spend the points here. Let's see. Cooldown reduction, spell power. Cooldown reduction is not bad. This I think is going into the same kind of a thing. This is more cooldown reduction. Spell resistance. Spell resistance is nice. Okay. And there's my points. This is the where you can specialize in a particular type of magic, and this is where I haven't made the decision yet. But you pick, and then you can branch off. Like, for example, since we've been talking about fire, this is fire. You get pluses to your power. I think that's all that happens here. Oh, yeah. Once you get all the way to the end, then you can unlock a different school, and you can basically pick, something like ice, and you can go all the way down through it. I don't know how many of these you can have, which is kind of why I have not picked one yet. I wanted to figure out if 2 is the max, and then go from there. Plus, I want to see what all the spells are, which is another reason why I want to get things organized. I don't have any points in this. This I filled out after doing some mining in the deep dark biome, when I was clearing up things and trying to get rid of some skulk, and did the random touching of diamonds and that type of thing. I have so many points left over, and there's nothing to do with them. I wish there was more to this, because this is like a core skill that everybody does. And this is just, I keep, anytime I mine something, there's a possibility of getting more points, and they're just, they're not even there. They're nothing to do with them. So, but each one of these is mining speed, and I have maxed out on fortune, which is the ones that are on the outer, the diamonds. So with that all in mind, I will figure out how to display the books and where to put them. But until then, let's talk about where to go with this. So this is the next thing I need. The Eldritch Manual is, you need an Echo Shard, which we have, and a bunch of this Ancient Knowledge fragments. So let's grab those real quick. Eldritch. I think it's manuscript. There it is. I'm not sure how many of these ancient knowledge I have. Some. And I get no rewards for it, but that's okay. Then I get the Echo Shard. So okay. So this gets us to okay. So these must be all of the Eldritch Scrolls. Yeah, which they won't even tell me what they are. Aha. I just did a right click. So these are what they are. Okay. These might be fun to be casting. And it's a later game thing because you have to be able to defeat the warden to get, or to go into the deep dark to find the echo shard. You don't have to defeat the warden, you just have to have the shard. Lingering anti-magic field. It's in his threesies. Ah, that would just nullify a caster. So these look like some potentially powerful things. Let's see if we can actually make any of them. Well, we have an echo shard. Can I just get one? Yeah. You can craft here an echo shard, as it says, using grape haste and echo dust. And echo dust is from crushing an echo shard. So, for all intents and purposes, yeah, we just don't need to go there. So it's giving me credit for all of these. We don't get any rewards for it, but I still don't know why it's not sharing what they are. But this is hold to learn. Oh, you have to use the manuscripts. Got it. And I don't have a lot. And I think because of the path I have to go in order. Aha. Okay, no I don't. It looks like it's going to want to let me do it. So that sounds like fun. Yeah, so sonic boom. So you could literally shoot through a wall. Okay, let's try this. Nice. Okay, my thing did go away. And yeah, but I think it's okay. We'll have to I'll have to figure out that whole thing. The mechanic there. But that's these. Still haven't figured this one out, but I will get to that. So we do have the inscription table, and we do have the anvil, and we do have the scroll forge. And the scroll forge is how you actually craft scrolls. And you use all that ink that you find that looks like this to do that. So where I am at now is I've gotten the Rotten Spell book. This looks actually doable. Let me go find. So this is just making a different. It's a druid. And this is actually do I want to use that one or do I want to just, and I don't want to use that one, so let's find another. one that is rotten. Lovely, lovely name for one of these things. Okay. So this is a rotten one that has no spells in it. And I'm going to make this one into... So if I did pick nature, this is actually good because... And even if I don't, this... Okay. This would give me as many slots as the blaze with the same mana boost, but instead of being firepower oriented, it's nature. And it would be a great place to store all the nature spells. Go figure. Ironbound. Ooh, that doesn't sound good though. We will make it. Well, that's problematic. Oh, probably because I'm not in here. Don't know if I have chain. Oh, I guess I do. Six spells. I think it's one we craft because I think the rotten one is one we find, and this is one we craft. This should be better. 8 spells and some nice perks. Okay, so I think as we're doing this, we're making crafting ones and they're going to get better. So that's apprentice. Not to be confused with the Ars Nouveau Mage book, which they look similar. And this is hogskin. So if you've been to the Nether and kill... I think this comes just from the hog critters, not the other things. But let's figure that out real quick. Okay, that's not telling me where it drops from. No, I think it's yeah, I think it's the nether hog with the tusks that run around. Okay, so this gets me the apprentice book. Okay. And again, this is this is excuse me. Let me take a little sip of water. Okay. This is the book I'm using. So again, I get more mana, but it was something I found. It does have the negatives, which this does not have. So the positives aren't as positive in terms of the max mana, but then there are no negatives. So let's go get the next one here. Did I not just make that? Pretty sure I made that. Oh, no, I did. It's right there. Why are we not getting credit for it? Yeah, I just made this. Craftable spellbooks. I just did this one. I think I've got things coming in from different things. Here's the hogskin. Okay, so... okay. Got it. So I have to, it helps again if I look at how the direction here. So from the table we need to kill hoglins, which, and then hoglins will get me the hog skin, which I actually already have, but it's not, it's locked up because I haven't killed the hoglins. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. All right, let's go back to the base to go. Oops, wrong base. That base. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. And by that I mean let me stick it in a... Just get organized here. And I don't really need that. Let me put this stuff away so I don't inadvertently, I don't know, do something stupid with it and drop it. Okay. Alright, so I think I'm good there. So let me go to... I don't know that I ever put a waystone in the nether. Actually. No, I didn't. That's something I need to do. So let me, do I have one? I think I have one. So I did need to go here, because I have to go to my portal. Don't mind me while I throw myself off a cliff. Here. Love the fact that it's... You've had Endermen roaming around, clearly. Probably when it rains, they're coming out to play. Okay. Don't know why I never put one here, but let's put one here. Okay. So where do I need to go? Probably something with a forest. Probably over here. Okay, I am going to end the episode here, and I will go ahead and pick up the next episode when I get to a biome where there's hoglins. There might actually be one if I can find one of those, not that, but I know what I'm looking for. So I will find one and I will be back. Like, yeah, something. But I don't know, I've looked around this stuff enough, I don't know what I've cleared and what I haven't. So I may just go, you know, this way. I'll be back during the next episode and we'll pick up over here. So take care. This is Cuberise signing off. I hope you enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions or comments, please put them below. I do read and reply to everything. If you do happen to not subscribed yet, please do so. You'll get alerted to new content. And if you have enjoyed, I would appreciate a like. Thank you very much. Have a good one. This is Cuberise signing off. Take care.